Hello and welcome to ARIRANG News Break. It's Friday, September 16th here in Korea. Live from Seoul, I'm Han Daeun. Let's start with a look at the roads on this third day of the Chuseok holiday. Following the actual Chuseok day yesterday, millions of people are on the road again, with the volume of traffic expected to build throughout the day. The Korea Expressway Corporation forecasts more than 4.6 million vehicles to be on the move today alone, with most coming back into Seoul after Koreans spent the last couple of days in their hometowns with their families. Heavy congestions on expressways heading into the capital is expected to begin just about now and will peak at around 5 p.m. It's expected to ease from the wee hours of Saturday. The good news is that traffic heading south will be relatively smooth compared to the past couple of days. Around 3/4 of Korea's entire population has been or will be on the move over the Chuseok break, which ends on Sunday. North Korea has warned that it's ready to launch more attacks if the United States keeps provoking the regime. The threat was issued on Thursday by North Korea's Foreign Minister Lee Yong-ho, who was speaking at the non-aligned summit in Venezuela. Describing what he meant by U.S. provocations, Minister Lee referred to the B-1 bombers that flew over South Korea on Tuesday in show of force against Pyongyang following its fifth nuclear test last week.
Since we are facing the world's largest nuclear state, only nuclear weapons will protect us. Our arsenal is a countermeasure against threats and sanctions from hostile forces, including the United States.
The non-aligned summit was established in 1961 as an alternative for nations that did not back either the U.S. or the then Soviet Union during the Cold War. Watchers say North Korea uses the meeting to promote its state propaganda and attempt to engage with the international community. The bad news keeps mounting up for Samsung. A U.S. consumer safety agency has announced a recall of all Galaxy Note 7 smartphones sold in the country. The move is in response to dozens of reports of exploding phones and the danger that poses to airlines and consumers. Park Jong-hong has the latest.
Around 1 million Galaxy Note 7 smartphones sold in the U.S. are to be recalled due to the risk that its batteries may explode and catch fire. In its announcement, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission said consumers should immediately stop using the devices and turn them off. It said consumers can receive a new Note 7 with a different battery free of charge, a refund, or a new replacement device.
The public heard our message last week to power down these phones if you have one. Today's message is to take that phone into your carrier or directly to Samsung, if that's where you purchased it, and take advantage of this recall.
The agency said Samsung has received 92 reports of the batteries overheating in the U.S., including 26 reports of burns and 55 reports of property damage, including fires in cars and a garage. In a related development, the Department of Transportation is ordering airline passengers not to bring their Note 7s on planes unless they keep them turned off during the flight. This stronger measure comes a week after the Federal Aviation Administration issued a warning to passengers. Park Jong-hong, ARIRANG News.
During this year's 5-day Chuseok holiday, around 1 million people are expected to use Korea's main gateway, Incheon International Airport. But what do these tourists coming in and going out of the country mostly spend their money on? Our Lee Ji-won has the story.
For many Koreans, this year's Chuseok holiday means a 5-day weekend. Between the 13th and the 18th of this month, nearly 1 million people are expected to use Korea's main gateway, Incheon International Airport. With more Koreans using the opportunity to travel, how do they spend their money when they're abroad?
We're going to Osaka, and our trip is mainly based around eating.
This trip is for my daughter-in-law to get some quality rest. So we'll head to the hot springs and other places that my daughter arranged for us.
Korean tourists used to take mainly package tours built around shopping and tourist attractions. But now, with access to more information online and with more experience traveling, people's spending patterns abroad have changed.
These days, people choose to spend their trips enjoying their hobbies or simply relaxing. Things like scuba diving, hitting the spa, or trying new foods.
What about foreign tourists visiting Korea? How do they like to spend their money?
We like Korean food, so we are here mostly for Korean food. We are looking forward to see it.
We came to buy Korean cosmetics, clothes, and we also want to have Korean food.
Last year, nearly 70% of foreign tourists had come to Korea for the shopping. And the steady stream of visitors continue through Chuseok, with cosmetics at the top of their list.
Shopping, especially for cosmetics and perfume, is still Korea's biggest draw for tourists in terms of spending. And this is mainly due to high demand and interest among Chinese tourists, who account for more than 50% of visitors to Korea.
Experts say that with tourists moving from package tours to custom-made itineraries both here and abroad, the industry needs to work on providing a wide range of choices for them at reasonable prices. 이지원, 아리랑 뉴스.
And that's all for now. Stay tuned for more top stories here on Arirang. Thank you for watching.